Hey everybody, I just wanted to take a moment and record a video to talk about some things that have been going on lately and just to update. I wanted to do more videos during the semester, and so I hope that you find them helpful. Some things I want to talk about today are your assignments, your weekly assignments, your core concept questions and assignments, also your quizzes, exams, and also your project that you have for the semester. So I wanted to just slide over here and show you a few things that I have outlined for you. Alright, so just some nuts and bolts of our weekly assignments. Something I've really been concerned about is that the assignments that I'm getting, some of you are doing a great job, and it's obvious that you are doing the work and reading and completing the assignments. What I really want to remind you of is that your weekly assignments, they constitute 45% of your overall course grade. That's a lot, folks. That really adds up. This can, by not completing your assignments, it not only can negatively affect your overall grade for the course, but it's also how we count your attendance. And as you all are aware, we are an attendance-taking campus, and your policy, our attendance policy, can be found in your course syllabus. Your weekly assignments, and particularly your core concept assignments, your core concept questions, the whole point for them is not to tick off a box to show that you did some work. That's not it at all. Really, it's about helping you to read the chapter, guide you through the chapter, and reading for a purpose. And this is your chance to shine. You've noticed that I've given ample feedback for the first couple of weeks, and I just want everyone to heed my feedback. Really look at it. I mean, it's posted in Moodle, and you should get a notice as soon as that's complete and your grades have been updated. So the point of the core concepts is for you to really demonstrate in your responses that you not only understand the material we covered that week, but you're able to apply what we've learned. And that was specifically this week, for example, that was through the educational and statements that we were working on. That was a chance for you to really demonstrate what you learned in the chapter and tying everything all together. They are our core concept questions. They are also, in the end, they're really designed to serve as kind of like a study guide for your upcoming quizzes and exams. So I can't really emphasize enough how important these assignments are. Another thing that I've noticed and I've asked and requested, please, 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 when you're completing your core concept questions or any assignment, include the question. Don't just give me answers, because I'm having a hard time following some of the responses that way if I'm not following you. So please, please be sure to include the questions as well as the answers for all of your assignments. And a big shout out and thank you to some of those of you that and it's not required, it's just appreciated, that really make it clear for me to grade and use different color fonts. But I'm not asking for all of that, but it is certainly nice of you, and I appreciate it. All right, so what really led me to this whole video is when I give you feedback about, remember, this is your time to shine, and this is your time to demonstrate your knowledge and understanding. How can you really, how can you improve your grades, or how can you, what do I consider quality work? Always, always submit quality work in every assignment, not just in this course, but in all of your courses. For your weekly assignments, particularly core concept questions, quality work is defined as consistently demonstrating your understanding of the concepts by providing detailed responses to the questions. You're able to, you must be able to provide supporting details to defend your responses to the questions. In order to do this, guess what? You got to read the chapters. You have to read the chapter. There's no way of getting around it. Google is not going to give you the answers. Not every time. You might get lucky, but it's obvious in your answers. Take the time to do the assignments. Core concept questions, like I said, they're really designed to be, somewhat of a study guide for your upcoming quizzes and exams. So if that's their purpose, then you'll want to complete the work. It'll make taking the quiz and the exam so much easier. Another note about quizzes and exams, you guys already know, but I just want to hit on this again, that all quizzes and exams are timed exams, or they're all timed quizzes as well. So you want to remember that. You're not going to have time to hunt and peck and find every answer, so you're going to need to be prepared, and you're going to need to study for that as well. Just want to backtrack for a second, back to the core concept questions. The idea is not for you to hunt and peck through the index or the text to find the answers to the questions. It's about really supporting your reading. And read the questions before you go even read the chapter, so you'll know what you're looking for. It's called reading, with a purpose. All right, a couple other things just to touch on. Your crisis intervention project. I have everything outlined here for what to expect. Some of you probably missed that in your syllabus, but it is certainly outlined in your syllabus. Your project is to complete an article review and presentation of a topic that's pertinent to crisis intervention. There's a link to the course project guidelines that can be found in your syllabus, and the syllabus is at the top of the Moodle page. Your project will be divided into 3 stages, and guess what? Your first project update, or your first due date, is going to be on September the 20th. So project status updates will count towards your cumulative project grade. So it's really, really important that you meet all of the deadlines for this project. All right. You heard me say project status update number 1, or that was due on the 20th. Well, I said the 20th. It's the 19th. I'm so sorry. It's the 19th. So the project status update, for then you're going to submit via a link in Moodle the topic of your choice that's outlined in the project specifications. You'll also provide a copy of the article or a digital link where I can see the article that you're reviewing on the topic. And you get to choose your topic. I'm not even choosing that for you. So choose something that is of interest to you. And some examples are, handling crises and crisis training in specific situations for topics related to PTSD, suicide, sexual assault, domestic violence, addiction, depression, death, violence in the workplace, school, natural disaster. I mean, really, it can go on and on. They have to be current within 2 years. So if it's prior to 2015, I'm not looking at it. So make sure that you have the current, that it is current. Then there's more information to follow about project status update number 2. After you've done the research and you have chosen your article, this is the point where you're going to write and submit through an activity link in Moodle a 1 to 2 page typed summation, and not just summation, and a critical analysis. And I want it to be in Times New Roman 12-point font, and it's going to cover, this summation is going to cover the following expectations. You're going to outline the problem or the topic in the article. You're going to identify the crisis, including the link to the news story, and provide a summary explaining the elements of the crisis. You're going to talk about a strategy, and this is going to be, if you look in your text, based on different models that we've talked in class for managing the crisis. One specific that we just mentioned is the ABC model of crisis intervention. You're going to also describe what type of resolution to the crisis that's represented, by completing a status update at some future time. Now, this is going to require you to use your imagination a little bit. You might, by the time that you read the article, you might not have a resolution. And that's what this is really about. It's about how, from a crisis intervention point of view, how would you see some sort of resolution to this issue? As the professional using techniques and skills that you've learned thus far in the course, that's where you would find the possible resolutions. Like I said, use your imagination and your critical thinking skills. Now, I do not want you just to simply, regurgitate an article. We're your students. Cows regurgitate. You guys don't. So make sure that you hit each one of these bullet points in your second update when you're writing the review of the article. Always use APA format. The library website has wonderful links for it, and actually some of the in NC Live, some of the tools and devices will put your works cited in APA format for you. See someone in the library, or even look online to the links. So wonderful resources available, but it has to be in APA format. Moving along, and this is the part that I'm sure is going to have plenty of you guys grunting and rolling your eyes on this one. Your final project is part of the project, part 3, is a video presentation. You must complete a video presentation of yourself using Screencast-O-Matic, which is what I'm using now to record this video. It's free. And you'll record a video. Trust me, if I can do it, you guys can too. It's easy. You can integrate PowerPoint slides just like I'm doing now. And the presentation should include a strategy for managing the crisis and a resolution, opinions, and suggestions. And it has to last at least 4 to 5 minutes. Time yourself prior to your presentation and practice with it. Some other things just to remember is that you will need to have a webcam to be able to do this. And it's really, it's not a very difficult task. I know it sounds that way, but I'm here for you if you have any questions. These are just some things that I wanted to talk about. I hope you guys are enjoying the class. Never ever hesitate to let me know. Email me, shoot me a message. I've been having some technical issues with exams, and there's been an issue with exams and quizzes with password default. Look, if you ever run into a snag with anything, shoot me an email. I might not know that it's even an issue until you guys tell me. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys, like I said, I hope things are going well in the class and that you guys are enjoying it. And that's really all I wanted to share as far as just, project and assignment reviews. You guys have a great one. Bye.